Welcome to went and got the Iris Energy in 13. 14 it was kind of an actual digger. They start the wormhole digger up to make the wormhole to get out of here. Panic, and you do escape. Now we're here on 16 and we end up in another area. So 16. Hope everybody's doing good today on Sunday the 3rd. Today's the day to go out and buy all your goodies and get everything and prepare for the weekend. Prayer for the week. Don't pay attention to religious leaders telling you Sunday you shouldn't do nothing. That's not biblical, by the way. It's man-made. And if you read it, it's the 7th day, not the first day of the week. Today is the first day of the week. And collaboration with the resurrection, they think that's, and not buy and sell, but that's a man-made thing. It was never instituted by the creator. It was instituted by the papacy, the Constantine actually, in 321 AD. And who follows a man? I sure don't. Man is nothing but deceptive and wicked. Tyrant. They want control. But anyhow, continue back to the game. This is part 16. As you know, we got into the wormhole, so now we're going to continue on with it. Please leave a like and subscribe. So see, he's waking up. He says, well, I'm here. I put my new skull mask on, as you can see. Changed my avatar a little bit. Took off that mask. So Reeves is here and the little boy is there and Harry Miranda. Nicholas. I will say this about this part of the map, it's a lot of resources. He gets excited. Different part of DT.
Everything that's happened was supposed to happen. in contact with him. He holds the key to destroying the Lord of Dust. Oh, no, please. Don't blame Virgil for what happened. The events that led you to being there, this recording, neither she nor he had any knowledge of these. I know they'll continue to do whatever it takes to help you complete your mission. The emotions are probably still running high, but one day you'll understand. Understand, and you
Sorry.
are the leader of this mission. I'm counting on you, Captain.
That is the end of Good Luck's message.
He's still screwing with us.
The man is dead. Get angry all you want, but what good will it do now?
What was that you meant by the fate of mankind resting on this mission?
One thing does come to mind. It has to do with why Mr. Gruen wanted you to increase the output of the digger.
Exactly.
I suspect it was because he was...
What?
That level of output truly was unnecessary for us to return home. He likely wanted to increase in size in order for the Lord of Dust to be able to go through it.
But why would I want that?
Gruen wanted to secure a large energy source, it would seem. After all, the Lord of Dust contains a massive amount of energy, far greater than any wanderer.
If something like that ended up in our world,
It would pose an extremely high threat to the planet.
This is only a guess, but I think Good Luck wanting to destroy the Lord of Dust to prevent Gruen from getting his hands on it.
Exactly.
In that case, you really could say the fate of mankind rests on this mission.
This has got nothing to do with me.
Reed,
As far as saving the world and Good Luck's mission. But it looks like we're gonna have to take out that thing in order to get home. Might not be so lucky next time it attacks.
Well, all right then, it's settled. Let's go find this Charon survivor Good Luck was talking about.
I will continue to provide mission support, assuming you all trust me.
sorry for doubting you before. We have faith in you, Virgil. Let's make it home together.
So,
To facilitate exploration of this region, begin by activating the wormhole transporter. To do so, you'll first need to secure the data on the memory board in this area.
We detect wanderers here that weren't present in our previous location.
now I will show you something about this area. There's natural water here. Now this water never runs dry. You can get this water here and fill up bottles and cook it. You can get unlimited bottle. And there's one more thing here that's very, very, very this alcohol and stuff for medical, to produce medical sterilization, medical items. I will say this area here is probably the best. If you spend a day here in this area, it is high, really high in goods. I'll just say it's very high in goods. Now we're okay. We'll continue on the mission. And there's some metal and stuff like that. You can get all kinds of goodies here. I will show you on a later thing on the water. So we can go ahead and put some. And when you get in this area, these guys are worth a lot more money. Now, we're heading to this little area over here to get this thing here. Now, if you see that little thing you got Foxtrot on, you can sneak right up to them. They're pretty easy to sneak up on. Pretty dumb. And of course you can just blast him off. Hey, you can run down through here. It don't matter if you're this. Of course you can run up here and do this place. And he's the main one you want to get because we'll cut the cutscene. Now you can gather a lot of resources down here. I will say that you can gather a ton of resources. But we don't want to do that. We're not worried about it. And that has a lot to do with your food intake and your O2. But this is a very good place to level up, get your water built up and your supplies, because this is probably one of the best areas in the game. So, just saying's all.
Please synchronize your eyesight with me here.
I will show both versions. I'll show going home and I will show the battle.
Transporter is up and running. You can now move around this area.
Captain, there is one other thing to report. We scanned the area for the communications code that was on the memory board you recovered. We've detected a device that's using it.
It may be the Karen survivor Good Luck mentioned. Head for the location where the device was detected.
So there you have it. 17 will deal with that, and then there's a couple other surprises. But yeah, at the end I'll show you going home and what happens, which ties into Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and I'll show you the total battle if you want to stay in battle. So
We need common resources. Common resources increase either through production.
you can see we're right here. So let me go ahead and show you how you can cook some water. So say you need a little water, go to your management possessions, go to the middle consumables, and I'm sorry, go down and say you every 3 bottles makes 1 bottle. Okay, so let's just put in let's put in 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yeah, that'd be 50 bottles, but that don't go into 3 too well. So let's go on up to 3 times the 10 is 30, 3 times 20. Let's just go up to 60. Okay, just to show you. Okay. So we got 30 bottles. So you can do this if that's what you want to do. And there's zebras right over there too that you can get the zebras. So just fill up your water bottles. Sorry about the phone ringing. Just fill these up, and you can add to your water greatly here in this area. There are several water sources. There's one here. There's a water source right here. This is probably the closest to do the water. Now you can teleport too, of course, and I'll show you where you can go on the map. There's another water source right up here. Right up here toward this camp. Let me make sure that I'm telling you the truth. This whole area here has got tons of supplies. Yeah, it's right here where these where this place is, this camp. Oh, I'm sorry, that's too far. Right here. Yeah, this water area right here. That's the place where there's a lot of water you can get. A lot of water to build up your water supply. This water never runs out for some reason in this pool. I've dried up the one down at Mother Base at the main camp. And once you get this mission complete, you can teleport back and forth from one area to another. It's good to spend time in an area, especially in this area, because it will give you resources to, you know, to continue on. So I can just show you, give you a good idea. So see, you can come right in here, and you can go to crafting, go to the second one, go all the way down to bottles, and you can crank this baby up. I mean, that's 20 water. That's 20 water right there. And of course, you don't want to keep any extra bottles. See, we just used everything. So just to give you an idea where everything is, we'll continue. This is kind of like a tip here. So say you want to go into the area and look for stuff. So you can go to, see that we just cleared out this area, this stuff here. Now you can go right here and clear out this stuff. Now be careful, there is a couple dingoes there. You can either kill them or, you know, whatever. We can just shoot them. See, no big deal. Now you can just go get everything. Gather all this stuff up. There's a lot of resources in this area. Now you can probably go a little ways if you got the other things to pick up, firing things. There's all kinds of goodies here. I'm just saying. So once you get that done, if you got the right thing, you can go to the next zone. And you can continue picking up, go from one place to another, and you can pick up all these goodies. So we'll continue on here, and I'll show you that this is a pretty good place to spend most of your time. Now you can go up to about 100, and she usually says that right when you get at the warning area, so keep that in mind too. As you can see, I'm down to 92, 97. A lot of stuff here, a lot of gunpowder, a lot of materials that you wouldn't get elsewhere. You know, so just saying, you know, keep this in mind. Now, of course, we're getting pretty heavy, so we're going to head on back to the. Once you head back, you can go these two places. And I'll show you what will happen. Then you can just start over and go down there and get your alcohol and your Absteen and all that stuff to make sure that you keep in mind to repair your equipment, because when you go into the dust, you will have problems, and you can fill your ammo back up. Then when you get back here, you can just simply go back. Remember where we left off. You can go, we done these two, now you can go up here, then we'll go down there and head home, then we'll go do the other last two places. And you can just keep starting over, you can start all over again. Probably be a little better if I grabbed a little better weapon, but this will work fine. Just keep on keeping. Yeah. Ain't not much in here, is there? Of course, I will tell you the iron is going to come in really handy. Iron is very, very needed. Now you can open them if you wish. I'm not really going to. If you want to on your game, you can. And there's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of firing orders. So just keep that in mind. A lot of goodies. I believe you got enough to keep on going, so don't worry about that. There's a couple little secret spots too. It's got a little extra stuff, so I'll show you where them places are. Right up here, there's like a little, let me see. There's a place right here. It's got a good lot of stuff, resources, and there's a place up here around these buildings that's got a ton of stuff, like right off here to the right of these buildings. But there's a lot more dangerous creatures up there, and it's a little further to run. You know, you can run up there and just gather stuff and leave it in containers, lost boxes. Then you can send your crew to it. If that's what you know, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do, that'd be fine. But I like to just go to pickup place to pick up space and pick up all my materials. I'm not worried about all the other stuff, and I need more bottles like I need a hole in the head. A lot of copper, a lot of batteries, a lot of materials that you can pick up in this Africa mode. So once you get everything unlocked, you'll be kicking some. You'll be really doing good here. So we're back to 114. So I'll take you to the next two areas, and they're probably the best. Now after you get that done, you can go to that one place and run up there. Just be real light, get real light, and you can run up there and just leave loot boxes and have your soldiers go after them, you know what I mean? So let's see. I am a little bit dry on water and food. We'll just take a couple waters. Everything filled back up. So let's go move on over to the next area. Just try to keep them in order, and that way you don't have to worry. This is the furthest outpost area. There's some wolves here and stuff, but you don't have to worry about them. I'll show you that you don't have to worry about them. There is some stuff here you can gather if you want it. You don't have to gather it, but the main stuff I gather is just these places. Now, I would suggest if you go back to your base before because it gets really heavy after a while. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here to get. If you wanted to, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it at this time, because you're going to get a lot of stuff over here at this other base. This last base has all your sensors. You can get three sensors here, and I wouldn't recommend going in there with not enough goodies. So this is probably the best one. There's stuff in the surrounding area too that you can pick up. A lot of metal, a lot of wood, some medical stuff too on down there. So this is probably one of my favorite places. Now there is some stuff over the fence here, but you got to be careful because there is some wanders down here, down through here. So they're usually in the buildings and stuff. But see, there's all kinds of stuff in here to get. See, there's all kinds of stuff here. Just to let you know that there is some stuff in there to get. But I would just stick with this place. You're going to get a lot more stuff from here in this area. Clean it up as you go. Them blue jugs, there's a lot of chemicals. And of course you can tell this is probably the best place right here. You see that sensor I just picked up? A lot of steel, and you need steel to repair your fencing. So now you'll find these places, so don't worry. You'll find these. You can't miss these places unless you're a total doofus and you don't know nothing in the world. I mean, that would be the only way that you know that you can miss this stuff, if you're a total nincompoop. You know, it pretty much tells you how to find all this stuff. So don't get worried if you do miss it. You'll find it. You'll get it eventually. As I told you, you can see right now that you're really filling up with stuff, materials. So as you can see, I'm already up getting. There's a ton of stuff here. This room here has got a lot of stuff in it too. See, that gunpowder is very heavy. See, you can already see that he's having trouble walking. See, so just saying, this place really fills you up. Alright, then like I say, once you get there you can go home. Now you may have to go up and in other areas if it don't spawn stuff, or just look around, find stuff. You'll be able to continue going in the area and finding stuff, you know. So it's no big deal. Then you just go right back down through here. As you can see, you can start revisiting some of these places. I think you can start all over once you get to a certain area. The plants kind of come, if you grab them too, that helps a little bit, so you can just keep cycling right through everything. We'll see if everything, see, the boxes are back. Remember where we started? All this stuff's back, so you can just continue this same run over and over and build up your supply. You can do that, see, because that's what you need. You need gears and stuff like that. That's what's going to really help you obtain a lot of materials. This stuff is very important. Rags and plastic. You need all this to make your medications. Especially this stuff right here. This contains, see all this stuff right here? Alcohol. All this stuff comes in handy to help you continue making your items. Just kind of run in there and you can just grab everything here. Once you return to your base, you'll have it made. Then you can just start all over and go back from base to base. Go from transporter to transporter, clean it up. And that can really help you obtain a lot of the materials to build up your medical to a real high standard. See a lot of antibiotic and stuff, which comes in handy. Like I say, don't forget to go back to your base and repair your items, and don't forget to tap L3 and replenish all your ammo. You can change your equipment, so you know, I'll put that on. An axe, let's put on the master key. Yeah, we'll try the axe. I mean, it's pretty cool as far as if you go running at a creature, you just hit it, you can do some major damage with it. So I hope you enjoyed this. More stuff is coming. This is how you question all your soldiers to find things. Next time we come back, we'll be doing chapter 17. We'll get a little preview of what's coming. We go find this SAS guy. Okay, so we're cranking on down. Then of course when we get to 24 will be the main battle. This 23 and 24 will be the main battle, and one of them I'll go home on. I may go home and call it like whatever 23.1 or whatever, or whichever one it is. I'll go home on, probably on 24.1, and I'll do the battle. Then 24A will be B will be going home, one or the other. But we're getting there. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Hang in there. Stay safe.